Hello everyone and welcome back to this playthrough of FTL. It is mere moments later for me, it is probably a day later for you. But certainly, either way, we are going to pick back up on the journey of our uncustomized ship. You arrive in a small fleet of NG ships, target you with a message. Piracy results in negative societal impact, not permitted. You assure them of your honest intentions and they allow you to pass. But yeah, our uncustomized ship here, we're going to be taking it through and trying our best to make some good things happen. We are going to run into a pirate that we are going to need to attack here. Doesn't seem like too big of a risk. We did get hit by a boarding drone. That's kind of a pain in the neck. Honestly, I think we're just going to let that live until we have their drone control offline. Good, and then glaive beam. Sorry. Like so. That should actually possibly finish them off. Yep. Then we are going to send both of our repairmen / system managers in here to try to clear out this room. They're going to have to kill the drone before they can worry about the breach, which is one of the oddities of this game. I would worry less about the defunct drone than the hole in the ship. But we're just going to have to move them back and forth as their health gets low, heal them up, and then run them back in there to fight. Annoying, but we have no danger from the asteroids really, and we might as well just take our time with it and do things right. Let's jump back this way. Can finish off this drone hopefully. Its health is slowly dropping. Excellent, now fix up the breach. Almost let it get a little bit too close for comfort there. I was a little bit worried that we were just going to lose 2 of our 3 crew members due to me being a little bit overeager to get this fixed. Let's jump back in here, fix the breach. That'll get us to the point where we can open up some doors, get some oxygen flowing in there. Didn't really matter because they were just about done fixing it anyway, but still nice to get done. It's a nice habit to have, to fill up rooms with oxygen when your crew is in there. And then let's jump away, and we are going to go this way. We're going to wrap around like so up to the store, and then probably around this way to the exit as much as we can before the rebels get here. Obviously the exit is a little bit further over than I would prefer. Wow, it's a sun too. That's a lot of borders. Let's get our whole crew in here because there is really no benefit. Well, there is a benefit to not having things, but we're going to close up the 3 medbay doors. We're going to open all the external doors. And we're going to do our best to seal these guys in positions where they're going to have to fight their way out of an oxygenless area. Oh, I just made the weapons area not lose oxygen at all. He did a lot of damage to my weapon system, unfortunately, before they started losing health. And we, of course, have to deal with the sun, which is always a pain. But with no oxygen on the ship, not as much of a problem as it could be. Okay, it's not so bad. Why is my medbay devoid of oxygen? All the doors to it are closed. I don't know how I'm at 0% oxygen right now. Because there certainly should have been oxygen in that room. And where is this dude? Get up here to the pilot bay so we can charge up FTL. Oxygen system has gone down. That's a problem. That's a big problem, especially considering we just vented the ship recently. You guys are going to go fix this immediately. Apologies for interrupting your work on the weapons, but oxygen is more important, I think we can all agree. Go away, fire. If only I were able to keep this guy piloting for more than a couple seconds at a time, all would be well. See if we can get the weapons fixed up before the next solar flare. Nope. So jump we go. Got a ship here, which is not a huge threat. I'm gonna go for weapons first. Gonna power down the medbay to power up the glaive beam. Good, I managed to cut that off just before it fired. As long as we can keep their bomb offline, they really aren't a threat to us. Speaking of which, the bomb is online now. We're going to do this, and we are going to do like so. No, not a good enough deal. A lot more scrap. I actually prefer that over what they were offering. Let's jump up to the store here, see what they got. We're going to try to repair up a bit, make some good things happen in that way. Cloaking, crew teleporter. We could get another burst laser too. Which would give us 6 shots syncing up. And in the worst case scenario, we could have, first of all, fix all. I'm going to sell this beam drone because we don't really need the 25 there in that right now. We could sell off the glaive beam because we're going to have 6 lasers and a missile. But I kind of like having the ability to do a huge torrent of damage. But we are going to buy the burst laser too. And we are going to put it as our primary second weapon. Artemis will be next. And we have an extra power to power up the engines in the meantime. I think that's going to be good for us. We're going to have a total of 6 lasers firing at once. We're going to have missiles if need be. Shut down your engines, okay, not a big deal. We're just going to spam them with lasers, getting rid of all their weapons. There we go. And you go fix the oxygen before bad things start to happen. There we go. Nice and simple. To be honest, I'm not really sure why I kept the glaive beam, because to have a total of 8 weapon power would be absurd. I don't know why I jumped instead of waiting until the oxygen was done. 1 fuel, 2 missiles, 17 scrap. Nah, you don't seem that much of a risk. Spam some lasers on there. Of course, the good thing with this system is that if we do take out their shields and they got nothing else really going on, we can always use the glaive beam to just kind of tear apart the remainder of the ship. Which actually we might do right now. I don't know why I just did things that way actually, now I think about it. 7 missiles is really good. I'm going to take that for those missiles. Not sure it was a perfect decision, but I'm going to take it. Let's jump down here where we can connect to the exit, but we won't go there right away. We don't really need more scrap right now, so we're going to skip that. There is a distress beacon up here, so we might as well jump that way instead of downwards. Search for the ship. Coated with ice or crystal, send some crew to explore. Nearly everything is either destroyed or unidentified. A stasis pod. Take the weapon Heavy Laser Mark 1. Now, I could have gone for the stasis pod there, which is the first of events in the chain to unlock the crystal ship. But honestly, when I played this game before, I got a little bit tired of trying to get the correct series of RNG to get the ship, the crystal ship. So I ended up using a save editor to get it because I had tried over and over again to get that ship and just hadn't gotten the RNG luck. And so I decided that it was better served just, getting it unlocked since it is pure chance if you're able to. 28 scrap or try to get the ship's data stores. You know what, we'll try to get the data stores. Excellent, we got a map update and we got scrap and everything. Let's jump down this way before we go to the next store. You arrive near a small fleet of civilian NG ships. A simple decryption and translation of their comm frequency tells you that they are having a frantic discussion. Okay, that's how you get to, I believe, that's the event that leads, I believe, to the stealth ship. Or one of the NG ships, I think, actually. NG upgrade necessary for travel home. We could grab a drone control. I kind of want this automated reloader. Drone control unit, if we ditch the glaive beam. If we got a defense drone, that could be really useful. So yeah, we're going to actually sell off our glaive beam now, as well as this heavy laser. Well, that's 2 damage per shot. You know, we're actually going to keep that. I take that back. But we are going to buy a drone drone control unit, if I can use my words. Unfortunately, we didn't get a defense drone. We got system repair, which isn't all that useful. But we are also able to now have all 4 weapons powered up. And I think this was a good decision long term. It's going to cost us 100 to get our next level of shields, and then another 2 power, which is 50. Not that bad, 150 for it. I think we're in good shape here. Automated reloader is going to make our series of blasters quicker to charge. We're going to jump this way real quick, see what we find. Nothing useful. Distress beacon. What do we have here? We have a distress beacon near an asteroid belt. We'll try to dislodge the ship. Pirate ship takes a beating but eventually pulls free. They thank you for your assistance and give us quite a lot of stuff. Thank you, pirates. I usually don't like pirates, but you were kind of cool. I approve of you. I'm going to ignore that station. Jump to the store here, see if there's anything worth buying on this one. Crew teleporter and cloaking. Defense drone 2 for 75. Power required 4. I would rather have a defense drone 1, in all honesty. Having to get 2 more power put into the drone control unit, as well as an extra couple power for my survivability is a huge investment. So I think I'm going to have to pass that up. I don't really want to, because defense drone is the whole reason I picked up the drone control unit. But I think it is the only really viable solution here. Let's see, we have intruders on deck. Yay, that was actually the event that ended up with an actual Mantis crew member instead of one where it's a trap. We are going to spam attack their weapons. First things first. This will be more than enough to do a lot of damage to them. Our heavy laser, if it can hit, we'll try for their shields. Excellent. I don't know why I just hit 5. It would have been a drone, but we don't have the power for it, so good thing we didn't waste that. So we got a crew member out of that, some scrap. We're going to upgrade to 3rd level shields right now, because we've got what we need for it. And we are going to jump ahead to, I think we can make 2 more jumps before the exit is overtaken. So we'll go to this ship, and then we will go from there. Okay, Mantis, they don't have a crew teleporter, which a lot of Mantis ships do. They're going to block, and their shields are going to prevent my heavy laser from hitting. But if we do this timed right, we can use our burst lasers to take out the shields, and then we can use the heavy laser to hit the weapons and take out some of that. I did not time it right, mind you. But now we can do this. They did get 1 hit in our shields, but nothing too major. We are going to actually have our 2 crew members heal up once this guy is finished fixing the shields. There we go, and we will drop the engines for a second while we do this. Back to full health and back to positions. We want Marcus on shields, we want Mullet on weapons, and we want to move on to the exit, I guess, because we can't get back to it without fighting a rebel ship if not. And we've arrived at the long range beacon. We can intervene and defend the outpost. You know what? Sure. It's got a beam drone, it's got missiles, it's got... Okay, this is actually a relatively threatening ship for this early in the game. Oh, I fired it just a second too late. My bad entirely. Gar! Oh well, they can't hurt us anymore. I should just be pausing when I'm trying to make those shots, but... Excellent. We actually got a whole lot out of that. Firebomb I'm not really interested in keeping, so we're probably going to sell that off. Let's go to the pirate-controlled sector next. Obviously we're on easy mode, but things are going well for us right now. For a practice run, my first run back in a long time, I cannot complain about how this run is going. Exit spawn very far off on the right over there, which is a good thing. Rebel automated scout with no shields, this is laughably easy. I was hitting 5 instead of 4 for a second there. It's a good enough reward. It's kind of silly that we have to wait for our engine to charge when these asteroids literally cannot hurt us. My pilot is actually injured. I did not realize that. Nor did I think of the fact that moving him would make the engines go off. My bad. But I had to sign the charging go off, but that means I could easily take the power out of the engines without worry. Let's make our next jump. We're going to go down this way so we can hit into this group of beacons over here. And let's see, we can hire the mercenary. He doesn't seem that bad. We're going to fight him. Not that bad at all. Excellent. Wasn't perfect, but it went pretty well. And there we go. No more threat from this ship. Not a very good offer, I'm sorry. Sorry, but not a very good offer at all. We got much better deal out of killing them. Jump to this distress beacon. I probably should have jumped to the one behind it first, honestly. Help, our shields are down. I don't know how much longer we can last. Send a drone to help. Take some damage attempting to leave the asteroid field, not the worst thing. And we get a burst laser Mark 1, which I believe is double shot? 2 shots. Which is actually equivalent to that, but kind of pierces shields in a way. Charges a little bit longer. And this requires 2 power, this requires 1. So that one's out. Okay. I couldn't remember if that required 2 or 1 power. Let's start jumping over here toward the exit. See what we can do. So we could just buy one of the slaves and free them. But I kind of want to take this guy on. I am actually going to toss an Artemis on the shields here. He's not a very strong ship, but he's also not weak. Okay, well, it didn't go perfectly, but we are pretty much safe from any danger. Take one of our slaves, except that was exactly what I was hoping would happen. And we got an NG out of it, which is good. There's no other system to be manned. Although the Mantis has next to no engine experience. He actually has a decent amount. But I would rather have the NG there. He's going to repair things quicker. And I would rather have the Mantis prepared to fight than manning a system. See, we can jump this way, up here, around and down. Yes. And we end up in an asteroid field. Pirate ship was waiting. This is a bit of a dangerous ship. We're going to use an Artemis. We're going to apparently move our pilot out of here, as well as Mr. Shieldman. Open up all these doors. Well, actually, these ones don't really matter because they can't get in there anyway. Get everyone to the med bay, attract them in. Excuse me. I think this is how we want to do things. Oh yeah, and I need to, well, I'll need to power up the I have not been doing anything with my weapons. That's very, very foolish. Invader is dead. Let us close all doors. Open all doors. That should get the oxygen flowing there. Let's get you to the pilot chamber. You two can go over here. There is still an invader on the ship. A couple of invaders, actually. So we do this again, and we... I do want to power up the med bay. I can't dodge anyway right now, so there's no use having the engines powered up. Not a very good deal, especially when I was going to kill them right away. And we did get a better setup out of it anyway. Let's vent some oxygen to our systems. Let's get you back to pilot. You come here and help fix the scanners for now. And help fix the piloting area. Then you can go chill in the med bay. I will power up my engines, unpower my med bay, and we'll wait for FTL to charge. Next shop, we are going to want to stock up on some health. We are not doing great. And we'll see what happens. We obviously have a whole lot of scrap to use. Let's jump this way. Okay. Could go to the stress beacon. Oh my god, it's another asteroid field. Dear God. Well, their cloaking is down, that helps. Dear Lord, that was a preposterously powerful ship. I mean, all things considered, it wasn't that powerful, so to speak, but the fact that it had 3 missiles which could pierce my shields is kind of crazy. Let's go back here, jump away. I'm going to skip a beacon just because I'm not sure that I can get to the exit if I don't. Get you two to the med bay. We're going to depower Artemis because I'm not going to use it. And we are going to vent all the oxygen from this side of the ship again. Oh, we missed the shields. I think we can afford to spray down the shields. And then use this on their weapons. Invaders have left because of too much damage. And we will easily finish off the ship on this next pass. Not a very good deal. I think we actually came out a little bit behind by skipping out on the deal and fighting, but I think we came out ahead in scrap and behind a little bit in terms of actual, in terms of fuel and missiles. But we have a ton of missiles. I should be using Artemis a lot more because of that. But the more we have later, the better, because missiles are wonderful, wonderful things. Might as well. Why not get full shields, I guess? There's a store up there, but if I do that, I'm going to have to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps. There's no way I will outrun the Rebel fleet for 5 jumps, given where they're at right now. So as much as I'd like to go to that store, Dread Pirate Tuco. Oh, wow. Screw you, dude. Three fuel, 1 drone part, 30 scrap. Let's just finish them off. Didn't really need that system repair drone on, my bad. Yeah, we came out ahead. So it doesn't actually waste the drone part because it stays there. Oh my god, the system is the worst thing! And more invaders. Excellent. Let's blast away at their weapons some more with everything. Solar flare is going to happen. They're trying to escape, but they aren't going to make it. You know what? That's actually not a bad deal. But they're going to die right away anyway. And we actually got a little bit extra out of it. Okay, close all doors. Mullet. And Atreyu in there. Get you back to here, and we are going to get the FTL drive charged and jump our way to the exit. Okay. Did not go perfectly, but we did make our way here. We are safe, and we made it out before another flare. Don't need more fuel. We are going to take these guys to the med bay and heal them up, because I forgot that the med bay was not powered while they were standing in there. Okay, much better. Let's get you over here, you back here, you can just kind of chill there, and then we're going to jump to the next sector. So we are going to be going to an engine controlled sector, not the worst thing. And with that, at another 34 minutes, we're going to be calling this episode quits. Thank you guys for watching as always. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We're making decent progress. I could definitely use a repair area because our hull is getting a little bit on the lower side. But other than that, going well. Again, playing in easy mode, so, you know, obviously we're getting a lot more resources than we would otherwise. And it's making things easier. But for a first game back as practice, I'm quite happy with where this is going. Thank you guys as always for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone, and have a good one. Later.